Hello and welcome to yet another 24 hours with my baby. Thank you so much for the love y'all have showed my last two videos in this series. I still cannot believe that a video of mine has 16,000 views. That's crazy. It means so much to me that moms specifically resonated with these videos because while motherhood is an incredibly beautiful journey, it can also be an incredibly isolating journey. And I want moms following my motherhood journey to know that I see you, I feel you, and I'm with you all the way. We got this. For those of you that are new, my name is Kirsten. I'm a first-time mom in my late 20s, trying to navigate motherhood while still making space for rest and joy. My baby Kaia is now 6 months old, and this is what a day in our life looks like. Okay, so real talk, I most definitely forgot to film when I woke up. So I guess we're starting the vlog at 10 a.m., which is when we like to go on our morning walk. Up until now, my partner and I didn't really have a schedule for Kaia. We just followed cycles of the easy routine. For those of you that aren't familiar, that's eat, awake, sleep, you. And it's one way to gently introduce routine into both yours and your baby's days. If you're a mom of a newborn or a soon-to-be mom, I actually created a cheat sheet for this easy routine that I myself used to help guide me through the first 4 months of motherhood. I'll link that in the description below. When Kaia turned 6 months old, we started to notice that her habits were getting more predictable. She was starting to notice her body's cues and communicate her needs. What can I say? My baby is grown. So we outlined an approximate schedule for us to keep in mind. We don't follow this rigidly. We still adapt our days based on whatever comes up for Kaia, but we have a framework that we can always return to help guide us through Kaia's typical needs. Kaia can usually stay awake for 3 hours in between naps, but during that first wake window, Sleeping Beauty really struggles to stay awake. So I find that going for a walk and connecting with the morning sun is a great way to help energize her body. But getting out of the house can be a bit of an ordeal. We live in Toronto and it is snowing right now. So I put on like 3 layers of clothing for Kaia and she absolutely hates it. Being able to go for walks with Kaia without my partner is so exciting to me because it is such a huge milestone for me. I had severe pelvic girdle pain during my pregnancy and months of physio later, I'm finally able to walk down our building stairs in a single step. While carrying Kaia, I still do double steps just to be on the safe side, but I'm confident enough in my mobility to carry her while walking down the stairs, which is such a win. I like to explore different areas of our neighborhood on our walks. Today we walked up and down the side streets. Kaia is very popular, so we often get stopped by neighbors. So I like to keep our walks to just 30 minutes. There's only so much interaction the introvert in me can handle, especially in the morning. Kaia's Sleeping Beauty jeans most definitely come from me. Once we got back home, Kaia was starting to look tired, and this usually means that she's ready to sleep in 30 minutes. So I took off all our layers and tidied up around the house and made myself some skincare tea. I've been trying to take more moments throughout the day for self-care, just trying to honor my cozy girl era. I also got a new water bottle for breastfeeding. I fill it every morning and keep it by my bedside so I can continuously sip on it during my feeds. No more glasses. I am done with that peasant life. I wasn't feeling super hungry this morning, but I wanted a quick bite, so I had some of my homemade granola bars. This is a recipe from a breakfast meal prep service I just started as a side hustle to help pay the bills while I wait to get monetized on YouTube. I'll leave a link in the description below in case any of y'all are in Toronto and want to order breakfast for the week. Even Kaia approves of the granola bars. I used to slow dance Kaia to sleep, but I now find bouncing on an exercise ball works better. And if she's had a really engaging wake window, it only takes her 5 minutes to knock out. Once she falls asleep, I like keeping her on me in the carrier for 15 minutes to make sure she drifts into a deep sleep. Since it's the first sleep of the day, I usually spend this time planning my day. At around 4 months, Kaia started sleeping in her crib during the day instead of just at night. But she has gone back to not sleeping in her crib for day naps because we went on a holiday to Jamaica and she slept in our bed while we were there. So now she's like, crib? Who even is that? So when outlining my days, I don't bother planning to get much done during Kaia's naps just in case she doesn't last long in there. And right enough, the moment I put her in the crib, she woke up. I tried to bounce her back to sleep, but she was not having it. So I gave up and took her to the potty to start her wake window. She didn't pee in her diaper, but she did pee in the potty. And then she fed for an hour. We're back to longer feeds this month, mostly because she's constantly pausing her feed to ponder life's biggest questions or tell me all sorts of stories about what's going on in that little head of hers. I got 40 ml of letdown from this feed. Once again, Kaia didn't pee in her diaper and peed in the potty. After the potty, we put her pants on and Kaia was not happy about that. She prefers a no pants lifestyle, much like her mom. And then we did her hair. I usually do her hair as part of her morning routine, but I didn't do it earlier today because we were gonna put a woolly hat to go outside and she was gonna end up with hat hair anyway. When Kaia turned 6 months, we started this hair routine since she spends a lot less time on her back these days. It's just water and oil, and then we use a silk bonnet when she sleeps and a silk pillowcase on her car seat. But I wanted to start nurturing a caring relationship with her hair from a young age. My mom raised me to love my hair, and I'm hoping to do the same for her. I try to make her hair routine as enjoyable as possible. This means being as gentle as I can when combing her hair and giving her the chance to explore everything we use to do her hair. Basically, everything goes in her mouth. Once we finished her hair, we played with some blocks. I finally bought Kaia her first toy set. I'm really minimalist when it comes to baby toys. I don't really believe babies need that much. So up until now, Kaia just had a couple toys and teethers that family and friends had passed down to her. But when Kaia turned 6 months, I decided she was finally ready for more toys. I bought her a 6-in-1 set that grows with her over the next 6 months. So my plan is not to buy her any more toys until she turns 1. Oh. C'est délicieux. Merci. 5. Ah. After playing with the blocks, Kaia wanted to read a book. We're sticking to board books right now because she loves turning pages herself and putting the books in her mouth. And then I got some chores done while she played independently. I am so grateful to past Kirsten for encouraging independent play from the time Kaia was 3 months, because she can now spend 20 minutes playing by herself as long as I'm in the same room. Kaia let me know her teeth were hurting, so I gave her one of her favorite teething toys, a squirrel slash wolf, which we obviously named Mr. Squilf. She seemed very interested in hanging out with Mr. Squilf, so I took this moment to eat my lunch, just in case Kaia didn't end up sleeping in her crib during her next nap. There's no way I'm missing my lunch when I had a tiny ass granola bar for breakfast. I had some chicken congee for lunch, straight from the Tupperware container, obviously. Ain't nobody got time for dishes. After playing with Mr. Squilf, Kaia read a book, and I actually got to finish my entire lunch without rushing through it. Wow, am I a winner or what? Kaia started to show signs of tiredness, so I put her in the carrier and got some chores done around the house. I also took a moment to spray some lavender pillow spray on our bed. Like I said, always making time for my cozy girl era, even if it's just a minute. And then it was back to the bouncy ball for nap number 2. Just in case you're interested, I thought I'd break down how I put Kaia down for a nap. For the record, my partner does something completely different. We honestly just do whatever works for each of us. I usually bounce her in the carrier on the ball for 5 minutes alongside this baby sleep album and our air purifier, which we use as a sound machine. I keep both the music and air purifier on during her nap, so starting it early helps her body recognize that it's sleep time. Once Kaia's been asleep on me for 15 minutes, I transition her into the crib and wrap her up in a swaddle blanket and sleep sack. During this time, if she wakes up, I pick her up and shush her until she falls asleep and then try again. For this nap, she only slept for 5 minutes in her crib, but it still felt like such a win. I mean, this is the first time since coming home from Jamaica that she actually slept in her crib during the day. When she woke up, I checked her diaper and she had peed in there, and then she also peed in the potty. On va rester ici. On l'enjette. It's always such a struggle these days getting her from the potty to sit onto the wet wipe I've placed on her changing pad. Like, no ma'am Pam, please sit down. I do not want pee all over the changing pad. Juste 10 secondes. C'est fini. Une couche nouvelle. Kaia is not the biggest fan of changing her diaper when she wakes up because she's hella hungry, but we eventually got to her feed. And then in classic Kaia fashion, the moment we started her feed, she decided she wanted to chit-chat. Our feed took another hour and I got another 40 ml of letdown from this feed. I took Kaia for a diaper change and saw that she had peed in her diaper during her feed. She also let me know she was feeling a little gassy, so we did some gassy exercises, her absolute fave. And then she went back to playing with her blocks. I like to take just one of her new toys a day for her to engage with. I find that this helps me keep our house relatively tidy, and it also encourages her to get to know the toy on a deeper level. Her ability to concentrate on her toys when she's playing is definitely one of the reasons she's able to play independently. I was starting to feel really exhausted right about now, so I took a moment to breathe and finished my skincare tea from this morning, which I most definitely forgot about. One thing about me as a mom, I'm really not trying to do all that. I try my best to fill my days with as much ease as I possibly can. Motherhood is already such an unpredictable roller coaster. I really don't need to be adding my own challenges. That really isn't the cozy girl way. Plus, my partner was coming home late from work today, so he was going to take Kaia at 7 instead of his usual 5. So I was essentially taking care of her for 12 hours straight. Your girl needed to pace herself. Kaia then let me know her teeth were giving her trouble again, so I gave her a frozen green onion. Right now our days are basically just us continuously giving Kaia teething support. Homegirl has 4 teeth now. Frozen green onions are definitely one of her favorite remedies. I actually made a YouTube short about my top 10 teething hacks, which I will link here if any of you are interested. Kaia was already starting to get tired, probably because of the tiny ass nap she was taking all day. So I started to bounce her back to sleep, and you won't believe it, this girl actually went down for a nap. And no, I don't mean a 5-minute nap. I mean an actual nap. 2 whole hours. I sat on the bed next to her just in case she woke up and got some work done. And Kaia still stayed asleep, so I moved on to writing some love letters to my friends. Keeping up with my texts is just so difficult for me because I barely have time to sit down and check my messages, but also because I'm not really somebody that likes to be on my phone. So I found letter writing to be a really fun alternative to stay in touch with my loved ones. Kaia stayed asleep when my partner came home at 7, so I went and got a head start on dinner. My partner and I usually do shifts where I have Kaia from 7 in the morning to 5 in the evening, and then he takes over from 5 in the evening to 7 in the morning, outside of her feeds because I breastfeed her. And then on the weekends, he takes Kaia from Friday at 5 in the evening to Sunday at 11 in the evening, and feeds her whatever milk I've pumped during the week, and then I just join for the night feeds. I like to set aside an hour and a half to cook, and I meal prep 2 to 3 different meals or snacks for the week. I like to only cook Monday to Thursday so that I have the entire weekend for my work. Today, I decided to bake some sweet potato for breakfast, chocolate muffins for our snack this week, and squash and pulao for dinner. It's really important when I'm deciding what to cook to make sure I can leave the meal prep at any time in case Kaia wakes up for a feed. And sure enough, she woke up around 7:30 for a feed. It was another hour and I got just 15 ml from that. I've started to notice that if I don't sleep or eat enough, my milk supply is a lot lower. So I try my best to get as much sleep and food as I possibly can, because I'm exclusively breastfeeding right now and I want to make sure I'm pumping enough milk so I can still take my weekends off. I went back to meal prepping for another hour and then jumped into the shower. Kaia just started eating solids and we usually have dinner together at 10. But since I took Kaia for 2 extra hours today, my partner handled dinner and her night routine himself so that I had enough time to wash my hair. We're doing a mix of purees and baby-led weaning. Today, Kaia's eating some mashed up egg yolk and kiwi and a couple strawberries. After dinner, Kaia's night routine includes a bath, massage, and changing into her night clothes. Just as I was finishing up my shower, Kaia was ready for her night feed. I got around 40 ml of letdown, and then my partner put Kaia to sleep, and I finally got to have some dinner. Today's dinner was a little nourished bowl for the soul, some pulao with baked squash, lettuce, and cilantro yogurt dressing I had made the other day. There is nothing like a good meal at the end of an exhausting day. I was really hoping to make time for some self-care before bed today, but I was just too beat to do anything but crash. So I brushed my teeth and called it a night. And you know what? Sometimes sleep is the best self-care. If you're a new or expecting mom, I actually created a care kit for moms and their loved ones based on my own experiences, centering the importance of taking care of new moms as they take care of their new baby. I'll leave a link to that in the description box below in case you're interested. Kaia woke up twice during the night, but she's at the stage where she just needs a couple minutes of bouncing or a 5-minute feed, and then she's able to go back to sleep until the morning. The next morning, Kaia and I woke up at 9. I no longer wake up before Kaia. As we transitioned from fall to winter, I noticed that my body was just asking for more sleep, so I now just wake up when Kaia wakes up and do my morning routine with her. She spent another hour feeding, so I guess that is the end of our 24 hours vlog. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm sharing some totals on the screen that you might find helpful. Overall, I would rate this day a 9 out of 10. Both Kaia's and my needs were met. I ate 3-ish meals. I got some work done. I got some friendship time. I got to wash my hair. I even finished my house chores. I just can't give the day a 10 out of 10 because I was very exhausted. Spending 12 hours with a baby while trying to be very present will do that to you. In addition to my 24 hours with a baby videos, I also started a series about loving motherhood. I'm adding it here in case you want to check those videos out. And that's all for now. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.